Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In this lecture, I would like to continue example 2, part 2, that is springings at different levels. So which is the continuation of the part 1, example 2 in the parabolic arches. So already in the last classes, up to here, up to the horizontal thrust, we completed. So in this today's lecture, we are continuing this same example, that is bending moment at a point 8 meters from the left support. At the same time, we are going to find the normal thrust and radial shear. See here what they are mentioning the question, bending moment at a point 8 meters from the left support. See here, this is the problem. Bending moment at x equal to 8 meters from A. So this is the left support, that is the region they are mentioning from A. So see here, I am considering a section 8 meter. For that purpose only, I am considering the section 8 meters. I am considering the section that is XX. I am considering the section that is XX at a distance of 8 meters from the left support, which is given according to the question. So I am mentioning this point as xy because already we taken the abbreviation bending moment at point x. So that is the reason here I am indicating this point as x. So already this one will be A, this one will be C, this one will be B. I am indicating this point as x. So and next point is we are going to find this intermediate rise. So from here to here, so from here to up to this line, I am denoting with y. So y is the intermediate rise. So this r1 equal to 4 meters is the rise for the left support, which is the highest point of the arch from the left support, and this r2 equal to 9 meters is the rise for the from the right support, which is the lowest point of the arch. Okay, so from the taken from the right support to the highest point of the arch equal to 9 meters. So at the same time, already in the last lecture, that is in the example 1 itself, I cleared all the concept based on the bending moment, radial shear and normal thrust. So but there will be some different things, you please observe that one. So this is the springings at the same level, means which is symmetrical arch, means these both A and B abutments are equal. So if they are asking to find bending moment, they are asking to find bending moment at some particular distance. Say here also some particular distance will be in the total length of this span 20 meters, and they are asking to find the bending moment at some 5 meters, So what is the formula for finding this y? There will be same formula, that one will be equal to 4r by L square x into L minus x. So there will be only one formula, which is 4r by L square x into L minus x. Here there will be only one rise. In this case, there will be only one rise. That is the reason you are taking 5 meters. And L will be equal to the total length of the span. Here L also will be from A to B, there will be total length will be equal to 20 meters. At the same time, and what is the x value? X value equal to 5 meters. So which is given according to the question. But here the total scenario will be different in this case. Why? Because here the total scenario will be different in this case. Why? Because there will be two individual length, L1 equal to 16 meters and L2 equal to 24 meters, and overall length of this span from A to B equal to 40 meters, and rises are equal to for first one there will be 4 meters, from right support there will be 9 meters. So that is the reason you please observe the concept. Whenever springs at the different levels, you are not supposed to take L value equal to directly 40 meters and R value equal to whatever the value you know. So that is the reason what I am telling means here. What is the R value? R value is given 4 meters. Why? Because R value is taking 4 meters. Why? Because we are going to find the bending moment from the left support. That is the reason you are considering R value, rise value equal to 4 meters. In case if they are asking to find the bending moment from the right support at some distance, so what we are taking rise value? We are taking rise value equal to particular 9 meters. Okay. So if they are asking from the right support means we are finding the we are taking the rise value equal to 9 meters. But here they are asking from the left support, that is the reason we are taking this 4 meters. Okay. And next point, what about this x value? X value equal to given distance according to the question. So for the right support, from the right support or from the left support, whatever they are mentioning the x value, you take down directly whatever they will given in the question. According to the question, you take down x value equal to 8 meters. But please concentrate on the L value. So already in the springings at the same levels, I told you if there will be L value equal to 20 meters means you are directly taking that L value equal to 20 meters. There is not a big deal in that problem. But here L value equal to 40 meters. But see here, it is not exactly at the center. Whatever the span for left span will be equal to, individual length will be equal to 16 meters, and the right span individual length will be equal to this 24 meters. So see here, this will be AAC, and I am denoting one more point here for the highest point of the arches. So AAC A1. So I am denoting with A1. AC A1, which is the highest point of the arch up to the rise value equal to 4 meters, and I am denoting this point B1. So B1 CB, which is the taken from the lowest level of the arches. Okay, AC A1 is the highest level of the arches, that rise will be equal to 4 meters, and B1C B is the lowest level of the arches, that rise will be equal to 9 meters. See here, if they are asking to find the bending moment from the left support up to A to C, the length, individual length will be equal to 16 meters. So what you have to take in that L value means you have to double that one. So you have to take from overall length of that particular highest point of the arch will be equal to A to A1. So A to A1. So up to here from A to C it will be 16 means again C to A1 it will be 16. Therefore 16 into 2 times, which is equal to 32. So take down this overall length from this span to this span will be equal to 32 meters. So I will mentioning here 32 meters. Okay. Again, if they are asking in some cases, if they are asking to find the bending moment from the right support, you have to consider this B to C will be equal to 24 meters. Again C to B1. So overall length of that, you have to take that overall length of the L value will be equal to B to B1, not from A to B. Okay, B to B1. So the overall that length will be equal to 24 into 2, which is 48 meters. So I am just saying what I am saying here means, if you are going to find the L value, so if you want to know the L value for the left support means consider this line up to from here to here, A to A1, which is 32 meters. If you are going to find the bending moment for the from the right support, so consider this L value will be equal to 24 into 2 up to B1 to B. So here in this case, what is our L value? That one will be equal to 32. R value equal to 4 meters, x value equal to 8 meters. Substitute in the given equation. What is the general equation for finding the intermediate rise? So you will get the value as this y equal to 3 meters. Okay, you will get that value y equal to 3 meters. See here, this value will be equal to 3 meters. That one value will be equal to 3 meters. Okay, observe one thing, whatever the value in between A to C, so from A you can take this one as 0 and C it will be 4 meters. Whatever the intermediate value obtained here according to the parabolic arch formula, it be in between these two only. So this one will be 3 meters, so this one will be 0 and 4 meters. Whatever the value obtained, it will be in between to 0 to 4. Okay, don't forget that one, you please remember that point also. So then I am going to find the bending moment. I am resolving the entire bending moment about x. So I am taking clockwise movement positive and clockwise movement negative. See here this equation. So clockwise, this VA will be acting upwards. So force into distance up to x, point x. Force into distance. So which is acting clockwise. You please follow the cursor. Force into distance. VA into this 8 meters. VA into 8 meters. Okay. VA into 8 meters, which is clockwise positive. Again, this HA will be acting towards the up to 8 meters span will be 480 meters. So this horizontal force will be acting up to 8 meters also, it will be 450. Up to the C also it will be 480. 480 up to the A1 also it will be 480. Why? Because entire it will be acting in the same line. That is the reason there will be only one horizontal reaction. You take down that H value will be equal to 480. Okay, at the same time 480 into its distance. So see here, horizontal force into up to this point into its distance, 480 into 3. Okay, see here which is acting anti-clockwise, that is the reason they are taking anti-clockwise here. Again there will be 15 kilonewton per meter load up to what distance? From here to here, up to the distance from here to here. Okay, so consider this one. This force will be acting towards anti-clockwise to the point x. 15 into 8 about what distance? Into half of the distance. 15 into 8 into 8 by 2, which is anti-clockwise towards x. So that one will be equal to w into L by 2, which is WL square by 2. So minus 15 into 8 into 8 by 2. If you simplify this equation and substitute the rise value what we obtained previously, so you will get this bending moment x value directly, which is 0 here. The bending moment value will be 0. Already I simplified very clearly here itself. So you please see once, you will get the idea. Okay, then we will move to the next point, that is radial shear. Radial shear. So friends, we are going to the next point, that is radial shear at x equal to 8 meters from A. So friends, already in the last lecture, that is in the example 1 part 2, I explained each and everything very clearly. Bending moment, maximum bending moment, radial shear, and how to find this radial shear formula, normal thrust formula, and what is net vertical shear, and how to find this theta based on the given parabolic rise formula, that is y equal to 4r by L square x into L minus x. If you differentiate that one with respect to x, you will get the slope value, and how to find this net horizontal shear. So already in the last lecture itself we make it clear about this concept. So you please follow that last lecture. You first see that lecture and then come to here. So for making this video in the less time, I will make some topics very briefly. So that is my request, you please go and watch that video, then only you clear the concept. Okay, see here, radial shear at x equal to 8 meters from the left support. So here already you know, up to here, up to this left support, we are going to find the radial shear. So that one will be equal to v cos theta minus h theta. What is v? V is the net vertical shear. So what are the net vertical shear acting up to about this point x, that is up to 8 meters. See here, VA will be acting upwards, and this downward load will be W into L. For point load means you are taking only that point load, VA minus the W. But here there will be an UDL. That is the reason VA minus downward load will be minus into W into L, means 15 into 8. Force, upward force will be 240, downward force is minus 15 into 8. So that is the net vertical shear. We are only taking net vertical shear forces. Upward force is positive, downward force is negative. For UDL it will be W into L. See here, VA minus 15 into 8. So if you simplify that one, you will get a net vertical shear. And what about this horizontal force? See here, up to this 0.8 meters it will be 480. There will be only one horizontal force. So in the entire in this line, horizontal force is 480 only. That is the reason there will be only one line up to the 8 meters. Horizontal force will be equal to 480 meters. And again, therefore theta will be equal to tan inverse of 4r by L square L minus 2x. So this is the theta. You please see here. This is the general formula for finding the parabolic arches. So y equal to 4r by L square x into L minus x. You please simplify this one. 4r by L square into Lx minus x square. Send this x, multiply with this x with these terms Lx minus x square. Then you have to differentiate this y with respect to x. Dy by dx equal to 4r by L square is constant. Again differentiation of Lx with respect to dx will be equal to, only you will get L term. Again minus differentiation of x square with respect to dx means you will get 2x. So I am differentiating Lx minus x square with respect to x dx, then you will get L minus 2x. So see here, what here, the formula, already the simplified formula, 4r by L square L minus 2x after differentiation. So dy by dx will be equal to slope, that is the region I am taking, that one will be equal to theta, that is tan theta. So the tan theta, again I am sending this tan this side, tan theta will be equal to tan this side, means theta equal to tan inverse of that obtained value 4r by L square into L minus 2x. This point also explained very clearly in the example 1. So if you watch that one means you don't get doubt here. Okay, tan inverse of 4r by L square. Again, what is the raise value here? So we are finding bending moment from the left part only. That is the reason r value will be equal to this 4 meters and L value will be equal to this 32 meters and x value will be equal to whatever the given value in the question. So if we are going to find the bending moment from the right support at some 10 distance means your values will be changes. R value equal to 9 meters and length value will be equal to 48 meters and x value equal to given distance, that is we are taking in the example concept, that is 10 meters means we have to take on that value. So after obtaining all these things, substitute the values and simplify in your calculators, that is in scientific calculators, you will get this value, that is 14 degrees 2 minutes. And again after obtaining this v, h and theta, you please substitute in the radial shear formula, you will get radial shear will be equal to 0. So for example, if you are going to find from right support means you will get some different value. Okay, so for some, if you are taking 8 meters distance, for example, if you are going to find the 10 meters distance according to the question means you will get some different value. Okay, normal thrust at x equal to 8 meters from here. So normal thrust formula, here only formula will be changes. Radial shear, for radial shear r equal to v cos theta minus h theta. For normal thrust n equal to v sin theta plus h cos theta. So all the abbreviations for v, theta, h, all the things we are going already known in the previous radial shear. So whatever the value for v, so the same value here, whatever the value for h also it will be same for here, whatever the theta it will be same for here up to 8 meter span. That is the reason just to only formula changes here and substitute the whatever values obtained previously, and if you substitute that values means you will get normal thrust will be equal to 494.77 kilonewtons. Friends, I hope you understand this concept also very clearly, radial shear and normal thrust. So in the next lecture I would like to show how the circular arches will be. So already in the last 2 lectures I completed one concept based on the springings at the same levels. In this lecture I completed the concept based on the springings at the different levels, means abutments are unequal abutments or abutments are at different levels, so we are also called as unsymmetrical arches. So we see the difference between both same levels and different levels. So in the next lecture, in the next example, I would like to continue one more example based on the circular arches. So there will be some small so for example, if you are finding for the y value, here the formula will be 4r by L square x into L minus x. There some different formula will be there. If you see the difference between this one and that one means you will get a clear idea. Entire remaining things and remaining procedure, remaining formulas will be same, but only the small differences will be there. So in the next lecture also I will share that video to you, so don't miss that video also. So friends, if you really like this video, please like this video, share it to your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.